Good morning from Utegra. It's 7 a.m. You can hear the bells chiming in the background. And we're just leaving Casa Bastan. That's where I stayed last night. And then across the street, it was a place we had dinner. Camino del Perdón. Both were awesome. Steve from London and Nadia from Stuttgart, Germany were both there. So we had dinner, the three of us had dinner together, and then I'm just leaving them a little early. They'll try to catch up. I think we're all going to try to get to a town called Estella, which is about 17 miles today. So it's a little breezy this morning, a little cool. Slept in a big bunk room last night. Must have been 25 or 30 people. And amazingly, nobody snored, which was awesome. So off to a nice start. It's brighter than that. The camera makes it brighter than it really is, but looks like a clear day. So let's get moving, and I'll give you the would you rather in a little bit. See ya. Looks like it's going to be a gorgeous day. All right, good morning again. Just entering the first town after Utegra called Murathabal. Passing through. Time for today's Would You Rather. We're going with a suggestion from one of our YouTube viewers, Lauren AB. And she asked, would you rather, how coincidental, would you rather, oh, there it goes, little black cat. Would you rather own 5 cats or 5 dogs? I think the operative number is 5. You have to sign up for all 5 of each. So think about that. And wonder if that little black cat was an omen. Good thing it didn't walk in front of me, walk beside me. And I will check in later. See ya. Just walking through the little town of Urbanos. And I just love being up early. Walking through town, nothing stirring. The only thing you hear are the birds. There's like a church right over there. I think I'll walk by that. And yeah, super cool how quiet everything is, except for there's a lot of birds chirping. But the whole town is quiet. I guess it's Sunday morning, so probably everything's gonna be pretty quiet in Spain today. But that's pretty cool. All right, here we go. All right, well, here's that church. It is gorgeous. I'm gonna have to try to get the Pilgrim Mass tonight up in Estella. But look at that. So there's another hiker right there, another pilgrim. All right, see ya. Well, pulled into Punta La Reina earlier than I thought. It's only a couple minutes after 8 o'clock. I thought there might be some places open to get a little snack. But it doesn't look like it. Just past an albergue, and you can see a bunch of pilgrims getting on the way. So, yeah, it's easy walking so far today. So this is going to be a good day, I think. Another big church steeple up there. All right, here's beautiful downtown Punta La Reina. How's this for a cool little part of the trail? Big wall on one side, all this rapeseed on the other, and a beautiful view out there. Come up on a town called, I think it's Utegra. You can see it right around the bend here. It looks pretty cool. up on the hill up there. That's where we're heading. Chickberry, something like that. Oh, what a nice day. It's supposed to get a lot warmer. So if I get to Estella pretty early and it starts getting hot, may just call it a day there. That'll be 17 miles, and it looks like a really nice little town to hang out in. So we'll see. But this is really pretty, and there's just pilgrims all the way up the trail there. Well, heading into this town here, it's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. And there's a lot of pilgrims. Pretty cool though. See what's in there, but it's still early in the morning, probably nothing open. Whew, feels good. Oh, this church bell ringing. It's starting to get a little breezy, but in the distance there, there's spectacular white mountains. I'm gonna have to find out what they're called. I'm sure it's in the guidebook. Just haven't looked that far ahead, but I think I'm heading that way. I don't know if I'm getting there today or not. We'll see. But it looks great. All right, how about this? A little trail magic on the Camino. Agua, olives, crackers, toasts. I'm just gonna get a little water. Fantastic. All right. All right, just passed through the town of Lorca. Very small little town, but it was really well placed because there was a cafe and they had a bathroom, which was exactly what I needed at that time. Sorry for sharing, but had a Coke Zero and some of the bread that I bought yesterday coming out of Pamplona that Steve talked me into buying a loaf of bread because he said it'd be hard to find stuff today on Sunday. So I just had about a half a loaf of bread, which was still pretty good. And I met two young guys from Kerry in Ireland, Padraig and Liam. I think they're gonna end up in Estella tonight as well. So maybe I'll see them for a pint later. I'm definitely gonna get to Estella pretty early, but as I'm looking, the next decent place to stay is like 4 more miles. I'm off like doing another 22-mile day, and it's gonna get warm, and so I'd rather just call it a day when I get there, but we'll see. Maybe I get a second burst of energy when I get there, but I'll let you know. Let's go. All right, so we're cutting through a little town, little suburb of Estella called Villa Tuerta. Not much going on here. Pretty suburban-ish, but I'm like 2.6 miles from Estella. And I decided I'm gonna splurge, and I booked a hotel. 40 euros. And it looks like it's pretty nice. Gotta love the prices. So we'll see what that looks like when we get there. See ya. Hello, hello. It is coming into Estella. It's not the most scenic walk in. It was a big flat concrete walkway like this for a long while. A little bleak, but coming into the main part of town now. I think my hotel is right up around this corner, another quarter mile or so. I'm like over 17, probably almost 18 miles in, so I think it's gonna be just over 18 miles today. I think I would answer the would you rather. So it was, would you rather own 5 cats or 5 dogs? I think this is probably a pretty easy one for people to answer. You're either a cat person or you're a dog person. Some people are both, but not many. I am definitely team dog, so I would have 5 dogs. My brother is team cat. He would gladly have 5 cats, I bet, if he had enough room in his New York apartment. So that's what I'm going with. I'm gonna go find my hotel, find a place to grab some lunch, work on the video, check in at 2 o'clock, and go see Estella. Talk to you guys later. coming right up to my hotel, right over here, Estella Rooms. There's a lot going on right here. I don't know what this is. But the bells are ringing. Bells are ringing. Oh, look at this. Right behind me. I bet you I can find a pilgrim service in there tonight. There's a museum right here. I might have a lot to do this afternoon. I'm gonna rest for a little bit. But we'll see. This is like auto check-in, they said. So I think once I submit all my information and pay, I'm gonna get a link, maybe to unlock a door. But there's that church right up there. How cool is that? There's a mountain right there. There's the back of it. This is a great spot. I like it. See you later.